Alright, so we are going for Cardenas, 39% to 34 to 27. So Cardenas came in first, because being an industrial powerhouse is super cool. Trotsky did come second, only 5% behind Cardenas, and then democracy came in third. Still way ahead of fascism, by the way, because fascism didn't even get into this poll because they were so bad. So, Cardenas it is. I like your thinking. So we're going to go for the... Well, now that I knew about how we need to deal with Cadillo, I think we are going to purge the bureaucracy and then arrest Cadillo, so I don't need to deal with the Cadillo tensions. And then we'll start down the communist path. Although that's a 70-day. How long did I have? Not very long. That was the advantage of this one. So we're going to have to deal with high tensions, then we're going to be reducing them. Unfortunately, with tensions being high... Actually, this would lower it. Yeah, you know what? We're going to ban the political militias to reduce it back to medium. We're probably going to grab depoliticized army straight away afterwards, and then we're going to get rid of them. Because I feel, and please don't spoiler this, like the higher the tensions are, the stronger the civil war is going to be. The left and the right-wing paramilitaries claim to be patriots fighting national traitors, but in truth they are pawns of foreign governments who seek to destabilize the country for nefarious ends. The government must clamp down on the fascist and communist militias. I know, that sounds like we're not going communist, but we are, don't worry. This just means that we're locked out of this bit, which is Trotsky. And I am totally okay with that. This is only available when the Spanish Civil War has ended. Cool. Remember to crash out with style. Yeah. EU seems to think that no deal is really bad for them, so it has to be good for the UK. That's just so far away from the truth. It is allowed to be bad for both sides. It being bad for Europe doesn't make it good for Britain. Absolutely not. The most revered Pascal Diaz y Barreto, Archbishop of Mexico City, has passed away today due to colitis. He was 59. His legacy is one of hardline opposition to the socialist policies of the government, together with the attempts at compromise towards the end of the Cristero War. His successor is Luis Maria Martinez, a social reformer and personal friend of President Cardenas. The successor was probably selected by the Pope to ensure continued peace between the Church and the government in Mexico. Burn in hell, traitor, or requiescat in pace. So we can get an assertive church, which I don't really want. Or we can move towards atheist state. So, go away. You're in the way. Once we get Party of the Revolution, state education is still going to be available, right? Yeah, so we'll have to go down this tree, because these ones will be cut off. And state education is atheist. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? No, it doesn't. We can go either way. Right now, factory output is not worth anything. I think I'd actually put more capital on stability at this point. We're going to go for the stability. Rest in peace. Because our factory output's going to be dreadful anyway. Oh, you guys are trained. In which case I will add the infantry back to you. Oh, we have different types. So we have the regular infantry, which are going to be that. And then we have the garrison troops, which is going to be that. Because the garrison troops are kind of bad. King of something, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I didn't catch that one before, did I? I'm having weird deja vu. Delegations from Britain, France, Italy, Japan and the US met in December of 1935 to discuss the renewal of the First London Treaty, which has restricted the number and size of cruisers and submarines. Oh no. Oh, we could actually do a reconciliation committee. Reduces war support, but war support's really not important right now. Well, yes it is. War support is required to build up these. And we have the cheaper economic law, don't we? Yes, we do. Oh, that's an actual industrial concern. You're a political advisor, you're a political advisor. What are the industrial concerns? So Royal Dutch Shell, industrial research, synthetic research, trade law cost. Pemex, which requires nationalising, which is more infrastructure. That's probably the one we'll go for. And that's even cheaper. No, that's the economy law cost. And that only costs 70... Oh, these only cost 25. Bloody hell, they're cheap. So basically taking this pays for one of these. So we could just switch it later. I'm really tempted to do that. Ronin the Wise, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hey, Mystery. Right, are we drilled? Not quite. And in fact, you could be upgraded to a Durango class. What is the difference? Oh, this is the actual Durango. I was like, the Durango? Isn't that what... No, that's what we're upgrading to. What I meant to do was click on you to see exactly what the differences are. Speed's the same, range the same. Or... I'm guessing that's not maximum organization. I think that's current organization. Yeah, okay, good. Hit points, same. Reliability, same. Supply use, same. Light attack. The old version is 0.1 more light attack. Oh, no. The new ones have anti-air. This one doesn't. So yeah, I am going to refit you to a Durango. I'm going to say, if necessary, make both of those available. And yes, we're going to start working on the Durango right now. Make it happen. El Gordo, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Katie! Oh yes, peoples, my PC is back and temperamental as always. So, has it not fixed the cooling issues? What's that button for? I see a new button and I want to click it. What's it do? Oh, is that a new reserve fleet? No, that's the number of ships in the reserve. Ah. Interesting. Cool. Okay. cooling's mostly... It's mostly the Anthem is badly optimized. The Division 2 is running fine in 4K. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Anthem. It just seems like it's really, really bad overall. Like, nothing that they've done has interested me in the slightest. Italy took out Ethiopia. And that just straight up failed. General Satumino Kidio and the Kodios, aligned to him, have acted independently of the central government for many years. Lazo Cardenas' attempts to build a united nation are a threat to their power, and therefore they are seeking to undo our progress by means fair or foul. So I know that they increased the tensions. Once this is done, it will go down again. I wonder if at that point the ticker is going to start again. Good morning, CPM. Okay, and now we can take the industrial concern, which also increases industrial research speed, which is awesome. So yeah, we're doing that. Banco Mexico. Interesting opening start. And we're also out of fuel, but that shouldn't matter so much, except for the fact that you guys are still at sea, aren't you? You are. Go home. You're drunk. Okay, so we've banned the political... And there we go. It started again. Alright, so we have a little... Oh, that requires control of the army as well. So we're going to control the army, which is only 35, so that's 105 days. Yep, that's fine. The army is perhaps the most important constituency in Mexico. The past 20 years have shown that the will of the people can only be enforced by bayonets. Rogue generals are therefore a threat to the very existence of the state, let alone its legitimacy. So we're going to control the army. And then we're going to do the depoliticized army, which is going to reduce it to low again. That will give us a little bit of time to get the credit bank done. Or to go towards purge the bureaucracy and get him arrested, so we don't need to deal with his foolishness anymore. 70 days, that's 70 days, that's 140 days. So it'll be high tensions for a little while if we went straight there. Right, new technology. I think that we should probably go for basic machine tools. And the ships are back again, so I'm going to split you out just so you can get some training done and get back up to full strength. And we have 3 dockyards once more, which can be working on convoys, because we're going to need them for trade. Still using a little bit of fuel, so we'll need to be a little bit careful with our fuel consumption. I'm looking forward to having another mechanized army, it's going to be good. Although, actually... yeah, we're going to have to go superior firepower regardless. Maybe I'll use self-propelled guns. Right, you are done. Head. Stop doing that. Head back in there. Then you and you merge. Okay, good. Leadership purges in the Soviet Union at the same time we control the army. Coincidence? Yes. Uncertainty has long reigned in the Soviet Union. While details are scarce, there's been a series of secret trials on the highest level. Both generals and ministers have disappeared from the public eye. Alright, now we're going to do depoliticized army. In fact, we could even just go straight up to the professional army, or straight down. I just love the idea of this making all of our generals even better. The generals have no right to the allegiance of their soldiers. The ultimate source of legitimacy is the Mexican state. We should prevent the generals entertaining any thoughts of rebellion by rotating them between provinces, so they cannot build up patronage networks to secure the personal loyalty of their soldiers. The United Kingdom revisits colonial policy. At a speech today, Stanley Baldwin announced a change in the nation's colonial policy. Recognising the rights of all peoples for self-determination, the British government has resolved to set all imperial subjects on the path to independence, the conclusion of which is intended to occur within the foreseeable future. In response to concerns that this would greatly weaken the UK's position in the world, Stanley Baldwin stated that all nations that desire to do so will be welcome to remain as a member of the newly founded community of nations, but then as fully equal and independent parties. It remains to be seen whether any nations will accept this offer. What are you doing, Ark? What are you doing? Guide the colonies. So you've not reinforced the empire. No free industry for you. So we're going for an uber built up Britain, with everyone else being independent. Wait. They haven't decided if they're going communist or not. This might be prepping to go communist UK. Because remember, we're not playing historical focuses, we're playing default. But under default, weird things can still happen. Katapugon, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. The Games of the 11th Olympiad, the 11th Olympic Games, were recently held in Berlin, Germany. Attended by athletes from 49 different countries across the world, the 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. The Games were a significant propaganda victory for the German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. How is Germany doing? Civil War is still being fought. This seems to be a lot more balanced than it used to be. It seems to take longer than it once did, which is good. Although I must admit I do still miss the three-way war of Kaiserreich. Also, we have the command ability to upgrade. I do like charismatic. Charismatic is good. But I'd really like you to get those logistics. Logistics wizard. For which you need to have organizer. Experience gained while using battle plans. Well, in that case, let's set up a little bit of a practice run. And say that we need a battle plan against them. After being in the corner for a bit, I've realized the error of my ways. Viva communism! I see that you have joined the Enlightenment. Yet to play Mexico without having one of the 3 civil wars happening. Well, I'm really hoping that my balancing the Codilla Rebellion allows me to balance it more, but please, no spoilers about that. I don't know how that system works, and I kind of like it this way. Even if right now we are just waiting for focuses to finish. Three days. 2 days. Depoliticized army. Alright, so now we are down to low tensions. So we could grab professional army. And then once we have the professional army, I think that we can start working down purge bureaucracy, arrest Cadillo, and then we'll start down this stuff. We cannot rely on ad hoc soldaderas to provision the troops in the field. We need supply depots and a logistics corps. We would like to use motor trucks and railways, but even donkeys would be an improvement over leaving the troops to forage for themselves. Begin. The remilitarization of the Rhineland. Germany has stationed troops in the Rhineland territory close to the French border in a clear violation of the Treaty of Versailles. How are we doing for equipment? We're still 1,000 short, but we're actually not doing terribly for that. Oh, what's this? You're saying that this is going to be triggering soon. That's fine. Basic machine tools. Alright, now I think we're going to want concentrated industry. Let's get that one underway. See you, monster. And actually, with concentrated industry, it is then going to be worth building this place up again, so I think I am going to make you second. Louis Farrell falls ill. Oh well. They definitely seem to have increased the chance of commanders getting unwell. Oh, stability decreases political power gain. So yeah, stability over factory output is hugely more important right now. And stability is a strong church, so maybe we do want to do that. A strong church in a socialist state. Alright, it is 36. I think we want Mondragon guns. Trotsky arrives. Exiled from the Soviet Union for opposing the rise of Stalin, blamed for all manner of problems from military setbacks to industrial accidents, and driven from country to country by political pressure, Leon Trotsky, communist revolutionary and author, has arrived in Mexico after a voyage from Norway on an oil tanker. We are not Stalin's puppets. Give him asylum. Extradite him to the Soviet Union to face trial. Or he's an organizational genius. Invite him to join the government. We'll let him join the government. He is, after all, an organizational genius. Plus 12% organization. He's a chief of army. That's fine. The other chief of army wasn't amazing. I'll just double check who that was. It wasn't Cadillo. I've already forgotten who it was. Or maybe it doesn't matter? Ah, crikey, who was it? That's the cavalry genius. I think it was you, but I'm not going to get you anymore because we're going down this line. Yeah, irrelevant. So Trotsky would actually be a better chief of the army. Organizational genius. Make him part of the government. He gives communism, though. That's kind of the point, Fishy. And he's also really cheap. And there we go. Trotsky is here. Only problem with giving them refuge is that the US looks at you like a communist menace. Wisely! The only thing is I'm a little bit concerned is if it pisses off the USSR too much. Because right now relations aren't exactly positive. But we will have same ideology soon, which I hope will work to counterbalance that. Because we're going to need the Soviets on our side if we do try to face the might of the US. Tensions are running high again. Oh no, they're moderate. Yeah, but they are going up. But only just, so we should have time to do the two... Actually, will we? That's professional army, so that's low. In 70 days it'll become moderate. Yeah, it's 140 days. I mistimed this. We're going to be 9 days short. We're going to be 9 days in high tension. Oh well, we definitely should start purging then. The Callistas are being removed from their unearned positions of influence. We have many suitable replacements in mind, men of ability and intelligence who will be grateful for the opportunity to serve Mexico. Look at the far-right communist path now. There we go. Leon Trotsky, exiled revolutionary. Subversive activities cost minus 50%. Ideology drift defense plus 30%. Yeah. I think we've chosen the correct one. Cardenas is a lot better than Trotsky is. I mean, it's a cool idea. Going for the revolutionary class war and then declaring war on Russia is interesting. I'll give you that. It's an interesting idea. But we are going to continue with Purge the Bureaucracy. Remember, communist jokes are only funny if everyone gets them. With tensions rising around the globe, the US Congress has set the scene of intense discussions around the role of the United States should play on the world stage. Many members are concerned that President Franklin Delano Roosevelt might secretly be planning to intervene in a European or Asian war. Ask the Belgians how well neutrality defended them in 1914. Ouch! And we had a second vote. Colinas and Fewer. And Fishy. Because my first one was on the incorrect assumption that the Democrats are the biggest industry. They don't. Cardenas does. So we did a second vote, which was between Cardenas, Trotsky, and Democracy. Democracy did come second, but Cardenas won. Under the understanding that Cardenas' government actually has the crazy industry, not the Democrats. Colinas, it's just a game. It really doesn't matter. Alright, 107 days. Yeah, I've totally miscalculated this. Is there anything else which reduces tensions, or are we just gonna have high tensions regardless?